doors, the phones, the follow-up, the now. Okay? I wrote down here, have you ever said to yourself, well, self, I already tried that, and I didn't have any results, or I had very little results. Okay? I already made some phone calls. Did anybody ever do that?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay? Well, here's what I say. Write this down. Try again. Try again. This time with a lot more energy. If you go try with more energy. Try with more persistence. Try with more focus. Have better and higher expectations for the next 800 people you talk to. Paul Meyer once said, 90% of those who fail are not actually defeated. Listen to what I just said. 90% of those who fail are not actually defeated. They simply quit. They simply quit. You cannot quit right now. Not now. I don't care what you do Christmas Day. I don't care what you do Thanksgiving Day. But not now. Not right now. You know, if you put the energy in now, and you work like a dog until then take a couple of 3 days off. But don't take them off now when you've got momentum and opportunity. You have momentum and have opportunity. I wrote down, stick with it. Stick with it. You're thinking, well, I already said that. Yeah, I did. I did. I did. Stick with it. When you start to feel like, oh my gosh, this is too much, I don't think I want to do it, this is like work, I want you to get back in there and stick with it. How well you follow through with your plan determines your success. How well you follow through with this plan will determine your success. You make things happen only by seeing them through to the end. Write down this word. Write down the word discouragement. D-I-S-C-O-U-A-G-E-M-E-N-T. I had to look it up, so I figured somebody else might. Discouragement. Discouragement. Write it down. Write it down. Just don't listen and do anything I say today. Do that. Okay? Write down discouragement. Everybody got it written down?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I want you to draw a circle around it. Draw a circle around it. Okay? Got a circle around it? Okay, now, I want you to draw a line through the circle. Okay, I want you to cross it out. So you got a circle, you got it focused, and you draw a line through discouragement. Now, here's what I want you to say. And you'll say this with me, and you'll say this later. It will happen, so what? Okay? Say it. It will happen, so what? Okay, again. It will happen, so what? You are going to be discouraged. There'll be a moment that the appraisal won't come in. The agent's going to lie to you. The lender isn't going to say what they're supposed to say. You called up and you tried to get to show the property and found out it's not listed, but in fact it was in escrow. This will be discouraging. You will feel some discouragement from it. But I want you to look at it and say, it will happen, so what? Again, it will happen, so what? John Maxwell says there are two types of people when it comes to discouragement. There are the splatters and the bouncers. So write down splatters and bouncers. Splatters and bouncers when it comes to discouragement. Splatters hit rock bottom, they fall apart, and they stick to the bottom like glue. Okay? That's a splatter. You know, splat. Okay? A bouncer hits bottom, and they pull themselves together, and they bounce back. Are you a splatter or are you a bouncer? Are you a splatter or are you a bouncer? You are going to be discouraged. It is reality. It happens. Are you going to let it stop you, or are you going to let yourself move through it? Sometime or another, in the pursuit of the goals, we will get discouraged. When that happens, the only question is, are you going to give up or get up?
Get up.
Are you going to give up or are you going to get up? You will be discouraged. Accept it. So what? So what? I wrote down here, today matters. What is your attitude right now? Right now. What's your attitude? How do you feel about you and where you are in life? How do you feel about you and where you are in life? And if you don't like the life you have right now, I'm telling you, you can change it. And I'm also telling you that you can change it in the next 4 weeks by talking to 800 different people with some follow-up, with some focus, with some energy, and with some consistency. You can change it. 90% of what's wrong in your life today, 90% of what's wrong in your life today can be handled with massive, massive prospecting and follow-up. Whatever's wrong in your life, 90% of it can be fixed with massive prospecting and follow-up. I wrote down here, a good attitude may not be everything. A good attitude may not be the only thing, yet it is a great start. A good attitude may not be everything. A good attitude may not be the only thing, but it is a great start. I wrote down here, let's go out and do what we need to do to ensure we run through the finish line full speed. Nothing holding back. 800 contacts. 800 opportunities along with the follow-up over the next 4 weeks. So you'll be tired. You'll be spent. Okay? That's what you need to be. You need to leave it on the playing field. At the end of the 4 weeks, be tired. It's okay. Sleep for the next couple of days at the end. It's okay. But leave all the energy on the playing field. I wrote down here, and you should too, no stopping now. No stopping now. No stopping now. The finish line is right there. We can hit it. The opportunities are there. Our competitors every day are going to sleep. They're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. You and I, and Kevin and Frank and Marilyn and Amber and Vivian and Stephanie and everyone in our call coordinator team and everyone in our escrow and transaction to support you and make sure that together we end up the year totally off the charts. Now let's go out.